Judgment Day's implosion continued this week in massive fashion, so we'll see what's up there. We'll also check out Finn's plan and what it could be leading towards. Starting things off with what's happening and what could be on the way for the Judgment Day. While Liv Morgan was away for her movie shoot, Finn Balor introduced Roxanne Perez as an associate to the Judgment Day, with only one true intention behind the move, and that's to cause absolute mayhem within the Judgment Day. And that continued in a big way on the May 26th edition of Raw. This edition of Raw featured Liv Morgan's return, with her first WWE appearance in well over a month. And talk about bad timing. Liv Morgan walked into the Judgment Day's locker room right as Roxanne Perez was feeding Dominic Mysterio and giving him a neck massage. Roxanne Perez tried introducing herself to Liv Morgan, but Liv was not having it and stopped her introducing herself. Liv asked Dominic for an explanation and full details about what's been going on since she was gone, but Dominic stammers and can't give Liv a full sentence. Liv Morgan says it's okay because Raquel Rodriguez has been giving her all the details about what's been happening inside the locker room of the Judgment Day. So that's a big reveal right there by Liv. Dominic probably thinks he could get away with some things that have been happening recently since Liv Morgan was not physically there for it. But Liv just confirmed that Raquel has been her snitch, her eyes and ears this whole entire time. So if something between Dominic and Roxanne happened in front of Raquel, we're to assume Raquel absolutely ran and told Liv Morgan every single part of it. So that means the gifts, the food, everything else that was happening there, Liv already knew about it before she even stepped foot in the locker room. Liv says she will address the Dominic and Roxanne situation, but not before she takes care of her own business and gets a Money in the Bank qualifier. Liv takes Raquel with her to Adam Pearce's office, and as Raquel is leaving, she laughs at Dominic and tells him, "I told you so, you're gonna see," in Spanish. So the main purpose of this segment and what we learned from it was that Liv and Raquel's bond is closer than ever. Raquel is not hiding a single thing from Liv. She's been open with her about everything that's been happening and being fully transparent with her. Liv even refers to Raquel as a sister during this same exact segment. So that paints a picture right there and lays it on thick. That Liv and Raquel are the best of friends that have absolutely no conflict at all with each other. That will be important to remember for later on because they will get flipped around pretty fast. But another noteworthy part of this Liv Morgan return segment here is Finn Balor's facial expressions. Finn has very little dialogue in that first segment, but if you keep an eye on his face for the whole segment, it's definitely doing all the talking for him. As Liv confronts Roxanne and Dominic, Finn can be seen with the biggest smile on his face. He's laughing. He's legitimately soaking it all in and loving it. The reason being that this is his vision, the plan that he had in his head. It's finally coming to light. He brought Roxanne into the group with the sole intention of ruining Liv Morgan's life, and he saw the beginning of that plan play out here, and he loved what he saw. Liv Morgan eventually comes out for a singles match against Kairi Sane later on that night. As things were looking scary for Liv Morgan, Raquel tried distracting the referee and getting up on the apron. This allowed Roxanne Perez to shove Kairi Sane down from the top rope and open up a door for Liv Morgan to capitalize on. But Raquel started arguing with Roxanne about why she was out there, which only distracted Liv Morgan and ended up costing Liv Morgan the match. That brings us to the Judgment Day's second backstage segment, which flips a lot of things we saw from the first segment right on its head. The first segment established Liv Morgan and Raquel as trustworthy, close sisters with each other. But the second segment now shows growing tension between Liv and Raquel. Liv asks what happened out there, and Raquel says that if Roxanne never got involved, that Liv would have won the match. But this is a moment where Liv flips and blames it on Raquel. Liv says that amongst Raquel and Roxanne, that Raquel is the veteran there, and she should have known better than to get into that argument with Roxanne and cause that distraction. So a bit of a sting for Raquel, because she's been nothing but loyal to Liv Morgan this whole entire time. So for Liv to say it was Raquel's fault and blame it on her, that surely had to hurt Raquel in some level. So a nice little arc there that took place within this one edition of Raw. Liv and Raquel started the night with their close sister-like bond being in place, but by the end of the night, Liv is blaming everything on Raquel and storming away from her. So now the possibilities are really exciting here. With WWE officially starting to show a growing gap between Liv and Raquel, it looks like their days as a tag team could be numbered. Raquel costing Liv that match against Kairi Sane will serve as a catalyst for the collapse of their tag team. We're to assume that things will only get worse between Liv and Raquel from here on out. It won't get better at all, just more tension and conflict awaits those two in the coming weeks. So with Liv and Raquel on the brink of exploding, this once again opens up the theory of Raquel and Roxanne reuniting as a tag team within the Judgment Day. Liv is falling out of the Judgment Day on every single level, and it's looking like this will end with her being kicked out of the group and splitting from Raquel. And Raquel wouldn't have to look that far for a new partner because Roxanne is right there. So that's something we should surely see more of in the coming weeks. We'll continue to see Liv and Raquel fall apart, but at the same time, we'll most likely see Raquel and Roxanne grow closer together and form a new bond and friendship there. So Roxanne looks like she's really in a position to literally replace Liv Morgan in Judgment Day on every level. Roxanne Perez will slip in there and steal that sister-like bond with Raquel from Liv Morgan, and obviously, you have the entire situation between Roxanne and Dominic as well that will surely be paid off down the line. So in a matter of weeks, it's possible that Liv could find herself out of the Judgment Day with absolutely nobody by her side, while Roxanne will be living it up with Raquel as her tag team partner and Dominic Mysterio as her man. That's been the popular fan theory for weeks, and the May 26th edition of Raw continued to lean heavily in that direction for the storyline. Although all this conflict is happening on the surface between Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne, we can't forget about the real puppet master here, and that's Finn Balor. None of this current tension takes place without Finn Balor's help. He's the one that perfectly orchestrated this plan to rip the Judgment Day apart, and more specifically, give Liv Morgan a very hard time. Everything we're seeing right now is not happening organically. It's all Finn Balor's doing, zero doubt about that. So everything has been going absolutely smooth for Finn Balor's plan so far, everything going perfectly how he thought it all up. So will things continue to go smooth for him, or will Finn's plan also run into some temporary speed bumps eventually? Surely it can't be that easy for Finn to fully execute his plan. Maybe things do come up that Finn was not ready for. But either way, the final plan, the last image of Finn's vision, has to be him leading a new version of the Judgment Day that does not include either Liv Morgan or Dominic Mysterio. So Finn will keep working towards that goal, and we'll see how easy or difficult it turns out to be for him. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.